Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. All it took was 10 games for the Indianapolis Colts to bench Anthony Richardson in favor of 39-year-old Joe Flacco. Even though Richardson is just 22 years of age, 10 games was enough of a sample size to draw the conclusion that the last year number 4 overall pick hasn't gotten it done. Jalen Hurts is a prime example of giving a young quarterback an opportunity to develop. Hurts said his development is why teams should be patient with young quarterbacks. I think things do take time. Things take time, and everybody has a different approach to going in. I wasn't supposed to be the guy I am today. Nobody expected that, but I took advantage of my opportunities, and that's what I encourage everyone to do, regardless.
I don't like the move. I don't care what nobody say. I don't like the move. It's your number 4 pick, right? It's your number 4 pick. Now, what I think, what I'm saying is happening, I don't like the fact that they're benching him. For one, he didn't play a lot of college football. He didn't play a lot of college football. He didn't get a lot of snaps. The amount of snaps that needed to be able to come in and transition into the NFL and be prepared. You know,
right.
Just being big, strong, fast, and having an arm is not going to get it done. It's not going to get it done. So the only way to improve in the NFL is with reps. He's the future of the franchise. He's the number 4 quarterback. So the only reason I think they put Flacco in is to save the season. Do we have a chance to make a run? So what we're gonna do is we 4-4. I think they are 4-4, right?
What's the tech? What's their Rex? What's the Colts? I don't know if they're 4-4.
You don't think so?
I don't know if they run 4 games, Ocho. They might have.
No,
they're 4-4. They're 500.
See, right. I knew it. So what they're doing, what Mr. Steichen is doing, he's making a change because he feels the team had the chance and the opportunity to make a run. Mm-hmm. At some point, Anthony Richardson will be the future of the Colts, but right now we're going to put Flacco in because he gives us. They feel, which is true statistically, Flacco gives them the best chance to win right now and compete.
And this is a compete division because the Texans aren't what they were. Right. Jacksonville is very hit or miss. Mm-hmm. We know what the Titans are.
Yeah.
So, and look, I know people are saying that, he tapped out and that's one of the reasons, but you got to look at his Ocho, this guy has a worse completion percentage than Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow completed 46% of his passes. He's completing 44%. That's 4% lower than Jamarcus Russell. Did we think Jamarcus Russell and Tim Tebow were good quarterbacks? No, we didn't. And his completion percentage is worse than theirs. He needs time to watch. They put him in too quick when he wasn't ready. And what happens is, Ocho, is that when you draft someone that high and you draft him at that position, you're not waiting because after the end of the 3rd year, Ocho, I'm going to have to make a decision. I'm about to have to get these guys $300, $400, $500 million. I need to see.
Right.
And in the process of that, because like you said, he didn't play a whole lot of football. And he didn't play a whole lot of football in a pro-style offense.
Right.
A lot of his stuff, he was running the football. Well, he said the NFL was easy. I can't tell. If the NFL is easy and you completing 44% of your passes,
right?
What the hell you think would happen if the NFL was hard, Ocho?
Can I tell you one more thing, Unc, that I don't like? And I'm just saying, chat, y'all stay with me real quick. Like, listen to me when it comes to the game of football. When you're drafted at high, you have expectations, you have friends, you have people telling you this, you that, and you get to the NFL, you get drafted that high, then you plan, you have a certain high, a certain aura and feeling about yourself where you feel good. You know what it feels like to get benched, Unc? Do you understand what it feels like to get benched, though?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As a quarterback, forget some of the other positions, because some of the other positions, you have an opportunity to bounce back, and you have an opportunity to make those plays again. But as a quarterback, I think it does something, especially when you're young, it does something to your psyche. I'm assuming it has to. It has to do something to your psyche. So now you're telling me I'm playing bad, I'm playing so bad, you're going to sit me down and bench me for Joe Flacco. So if I do get the opportunity to play again, what's the first fucking thing I'm going to do? I'm going to be goddamn indecisive.
Hopefully you learn.
Hey, I'm going to be hesitant. I'm not going to make the big plays I was making earlier. Give
me his last 3 games.
It's weird to me.
He complete like 9 and 10 passes.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he gets an opportunity to sit and watch, and then he can come. He said, "Well, Joe, what if Joe asks him? He can ask Joe, what did you see? Why did you go there?"
Right.
Because that's the biggest thing, Ocho.
Right.
Ocho, you can't throw 30 passes and complete 8 of them in the NFL. You're not gonna win like that.
Yeah. And what? And then we can't blame the receivers because they got a squad now.
Yeah.
Hey, they got some boys now. I listen. Normally, I would have mentioned the receivers, but they got some dogs out there receiving.
Pittman Jr.
Pittman, well, you heard
they got another. They got another guy. I forget the other guy name. I think he might be number 15 or something. No, but he can 10. Go too.
Number 10.
Okay, yeah.
What's his name? What's his last? I don't know his last name. Boy, that boy be playing some ball, boy.
Y'all know who it is. It's your favorite Unc. I've teamed up with Whatnot this Friday, November 1st at 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm joining the Cool Kicks gang here in Las Vegas. I'm auctioning off 300 pairs of sneakers from my personal collection, and it's going to a very worthy cause, the Savannah State Scholarship Fund. I'm going to start a scholarship fund because I thought it was appropriate for me to give back. I want to donate to my school that's done so much for me. So this Friday, November 1st at 7 p.m. Pacific, Whatnot and I are teaming up. We're going to have an auction, 300 pairs of sneakers, my personal collection. Some of these sneaks, guys, I didn't even know I had, but you get the benefit from it. Your favorite Unc. Out. Ocho.
Yes, sir.
Against Houston in the Sunday's loss, he was 10 of 32. In a win against Miami, he was 10 of 24. Pittsburgh, I think that's when Flacco came in. He was 3 of 4. Against Chicago, he was 10 of 20. Against Green Bay, he was 17 of 34. Against Houston, he was 9 of 19. Ocho, you're not going to win very many games with numbers like that, bro. Yeah. Not in today's, Ocho, because they've set it up for you to throw the ball. Think about the incidental contact. Right. Think about the holding. Think about roughing the passer. Think about so many things that can go right when you throw the ball.
Yeah.
Really, when you run the ball, the only thing that can go wrong, go right for you is somebody face mask you. There's a chance you get a holding on the offensive line. There's a chance you get a holding on the wide receivers. So there are more things that can go wrong when you run the ball, as opposed to when you throw it. Because there's so many things. Defense, illegal hands to the face, wide incidental contact, holding, pass interference, roughing the passer. The league has been set up for you to throw it. That's why they're paying wide receivers making $30 million, quarterback making $60 million. Yeah. What does that tell you, Ocho?
Yeah.
And running backs making $5 million. Yeah. So what do they try to tell you to do, Ocho?
Throw that ball.
He throw it. But I hope Alex Pierce, that's his name. Alex Pierce. Alex Pierce.
I hate that, man.
Ocho, it's okay.
No. I'm saying. I only hate it. I'm talking about the mental part. Because when you get benched, it does something to you. It's like losing your job and you get demoted.
Yeah.
In the corporate world, you're like, damn, all the motherfucking work I done put in. I'm trying. It's not the numbers. The work I'm putting in is not turning into what it should be on Sundays. What am I doing?
So what happened?
Then you start questioning yourself.
What happened when you get fired?
Oh, that's even worse, boy.
Yeah, see, guess what? I got fired from CBS. What'd I do? Go get me a job at Fox.
Yeah.
Got fired at Fox. What'd I do? I just get bigger and bigger.
Right.
Because I learned.
Yeah.
I learned, and that's what he needs to do. He needs to learn. I'll let everybody look. Everybody can say, "Well, he got fired because of this, or he got fired because of that." I'll leave that to the Twitter committee and the YouTube tribe, because everybody has an opinion on what they think happened and transpired, and nobody really knows because you weren't in the room.
Right.
Oh, he got fired because of this. Bro, stop. You don't know. Everybody likes to speculate. I'm like, damn, I didn't know, Ocho. I was this big of a commodity. It seems like now everybody that got a YouTube channel got to talk about me. I appreciate it. Keeps my algorithm, keep Ocho and Unc and the Nightcap and Club Shay keep us going. So I appreciate it. But he just needs to take a step back.
Yeah.
And don't say, you know what?
You got to get better. You got to get better.
It's really that simple.
You got to. You ain't got no choice. But I'm thinking about it. I mean, how do you get better at the quarterback position? Is it by taking reps? Is it by watching? It depends on what type of player he is.
Yes.
You know, it depends on what type of player he is. And the funny thing about it is you could do it over and over and over and over and over in practice, but when it comes to them bullets flying on game day, on the real Sunday, it's
Yes.
different.
You do.
Different. Your decision making has to be on point. You got to be sharper than the number 2 pencil now.
At the end of the day, even though you can rely on your athleticism, you still have to throw the ball from the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps that Mahomes is great at improvisation.
Right.
It was great that Aaron Rodgers was great at improvisation.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they still had to throw the ball with accuracy from the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That athleticism, you're going to only go so far. Because them guys, them big guys over there, they can catch your ass.
Oh, they
gonna hurt you
just as fast.
Yes.
They about just as fast.
Yes. So I'm excited. I just hope he takes this, he learns from this, he grows from this, and he becomes the player that they selected him to be with the number 4 overall draft pick 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And if he does that, don't cry, oh, po me, I didn't get a fair chance.
Right.
Bro, you got more than a fair chance. But they see that they got a chance in this division, Ocho.
Yeah. That's why they made the change.
Yes.
That's why they made the change.
So Colts wide receiver Josh Downs was asked if he thinks he'll play with Anthony Richardson again. At the end of the day, Joe is like 40 years old. So he's only got so many more years. Right. I'd say AR is 22, 23. He's still the number 4 overall pick. I know he's going to start again. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Check this out, Ocho. Does the NFL have a quarterback development problem? Anthony Richardson, 22, bench. Bryce Young, 23, bench. Trey Lance, 24, bench, traded. Justin Fields, 25, bench. Will Levis, 25, bench. Ooh. Zach Wilson, 25, bench. Mac Jones, 26, bench. Kenny Pickett, 26, bench.
Hey, that's a good one. And you know what? Every quarterback you just named, the situation on why they were benched is different. The way the team is structured, completely different. Some of those quarterbacks, in order to succeed, they would have to be damn near Superman.
Yes.
They would have to be there. Bryce Young would have to be Superman.
Peyton Manning ain't succeeding in that. People don't realize what Peyton had. He had Marvin Harrison and he had Marshall Faulk when he got there.
Yeah.
And he had Ken Dilger.
Yeah. It's different. And
he had what was the other he had another he might have came later. I forget the other tight end name.
Oh, Dallas.
But I know Dallas was way I was done gone. But I'm saying Manning had a nice support system when he arrived there. Yeah, think about Marvin Harrison was the first ballot Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. Marshall was the first ballot Hall of Famer. He's the offensive player of the year. He's an MVP. Man, look what Bryce Young got. None of these quarterbacks had anything close to that.
No,
I'm not so sure they even had a Pro Bowl. Well, I think DJ Moore went to the Pro Bowl, so I think Zach Wilson. Garrett Wilson was offensive player of the year. Garrett Wilson was offensive player of the year. But for the most part, you got to have some weapons, man.
Yeah, you have
for these young guys.
Yeah,
you gotta surround them with a talent until he's able. So you have to put pieces around him, Ocho, to carry him until he can able to run on his own and he can carry you.
Carry the talent,
Yes.
Yeah.
And right now, Marcus Pollard. That was his name, Marcus Pollard.
Okay.